All right. Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. It's good to be back here with you again. It's a beautiful day. No humidity today, relatively very low humidity. Hope you got outside this morning. I got outside before 7 o'clock this morning to go do a walk and a run, and it felt like an early spring day. It was great. It was in the 60s. So take advantage. I think it's going to be that way the next couple of days. Take advantage of those great mornings. Get out there and walk a little bit. Again, good to be here with you today for a Tai Chi class. They're holding some summer camp classes here at the community center. I don't know if you can really distinguish, but behind me there's some dinosaurs back there. I may stop halfway through this and go and play with the dinosaurs. So I haven't done that in a while, but we'll see, okay? Otherwise, I'm here to do Tai Chi with you. So we're going to begin class today by standing for about a minute or so in standing post, just to kind of settle things down. But let's take a couple of breaths together first. Nice deep breath in and breath out. Let's take another one. On this third one here, we'll keep the hands in front of the chest area, nice and rounded. Make sure you're standing hip width apart, knees are slightly bent. Gently close your eyes halfway at least. Just focus on your breath. Breathe in through the nostrils, nice and deep into the lower abdomen area. Very good. With your next breath, slowly lower the arms to the side. Good. Okay. So we're going to start today's class off with a little bit of tapping. We've done this in the past. Put whichever arm you want out first. Palms facing up. Begin to tap here at the neck. You determine for yourself how hard you want to tap. Turn the hand over and tap back up to the neck. Flip it over one more time. Down to the palm. Turn the hand over and come back. Switch over to the other side. Lift that palm facing up and then facing down. Good. Back to the neck area. All around to the shoulders, across the upper chest. All around the side of the body, underneath the arms, all around the digestive tract area. Just tapping lightly. All around the upper chest again. Good, turn around. Tap into the back, into the kidney area. Good, then we're going to take it down the outside of the legs. And then on the inside. Again, outside of the legs. Then the inside. down the back of the body, up the front of the foot, front of the legs. One more time. Very good. All right. So, we didn't do standing posts for a very long time, but if you are in the practice of doing standing posts, sometimes the body can kind of get a little bit stiff. You can maybe even fall asleep just a little bit. So you want to do that tapping. It kind of gets the blood flowing again in a nice way, wakens the body, wakens the skin a little bit too. All right, back to our normal exercises here. So we'll pull back twice, open up twice, separate the arms 2 times on each side, and again. Let's do that one more time. Good. Shoulder rolls coming forward first. One more time. Then let's take those shoulders back. Once more. Very good. Then take one of your arms, bring it across the chest, and tug in a little bit with the other arm. Hope you've had a good week so far. I've had the pleasure of going once again to the food bank, the warehouse on Monday with my grandson Nicholas. He's going out to help, and we're going back there tomorrow. So getting to spend some time with him. We went out to lunch afterwards, and getting to spend some time with him was really, really nice. Hasn't been a lot of that lately, as you know. Good, let's do the other on the other side. Saturday is my sister Rosalind's birthday. As many of you know, she lives with me. She's has Down syndrome, and she's going to be turning 50 years old. And it's kind of unbelievable. When she was first born and they diagnosed her with the Down syndrome, they didn't know a lot about it, and they said that she probably wouldn't live past 18, 19 years of age, maybe 20, if she was fortunate. And now here she is about to turn 50. She's lived longer than our mother lived. So, good. All right, relax those shoulders now. Okay. Let's loosen up our wrists a bit by just turning the hands around. So I'm going to be having a little bit of cake and ice cream this weekend. Only on birthdays do I really kind of have that. Otherwise, I try to stay away. I will eat too much of it. Very good. Bring the hands up. We'll take the fingers down one at a time, and then back up one at a time. One more time. Very good. Okay. You're going to get those hands coming in and circling them around. And get your hips moving. Nice big circles. we're going to change the direction of the hips. How do you want to try it? Sure you do. Change the direction of one of your hands. How are you doing? Maybe change the direction of your hips again. All right, enough fun for the day. All right, always good to keep that mind a little bit sharp. You know, we make that connection of mind and body. So I know that's a little difficult to just suddenly just change and just change the hips and change the hands doing that as well. But keep practicing, okay? All right, feet together. We're going to rotate the knees around a little bit, about 8 times, 8 to 10. And then you'll reverse. When you're done, we're going to bend at the knees, going down only as far as you're able to. Work those quadriceps, work your hamstrings. Let's do one more together. Come down halfway so that your thighs are parallel to the floor and hold there. A few more seconds. Good, then come back up. Ah, feel that little burn in your legs? That's good. Okay. We'll work on our ankles next. Turn that foot around both directions. Make sure you're not turning the whole leg. We don't want to do this. Just the foot. Very good. We'll switch over. Very nice. Okay. Feet a little bit closer together here. Take one of your arms alongside of the ear and then reach over to the opposite direction. Let that arm just hang loosely over the head. Turn to look down at the floor. So you're getting a good stretch along one side of the body, compressing into the hip on the other side. Stand up slowly. And then release that stretch. So don't ever just jerk out of that. Let's do it the same way, opposite direction. Reach over as far as you can. Let that arm just hang over. And standing up slowly and releasing. All right. I always have to remind myself that we need lateral stretches as much as we need just stretching up or stretching down. We need to stretch the side of the body. Helps to open up the rib cage more, creates better breathing process for us. So we want all these muscles strengthened and stretched. Okay, all the transverse abdominis. All right. So I know some of you have probably been wondering why we haven't been doing the exercise where we do this back here. And it's not that I'm discouraging you from doing it. If you can, get that arm up there and reach back, okay? I'm still nursing my left shoulder that I told you weeks back that I think I've got a tear in my rotator cuff. And every time I do external rotation with that shoulder, I feel that in there. So I'm kind of nursing it back to health. It's going to take a while though. So I can't really reach back with that left arm at least. So, but you continue to do that. Take one arm back and then reach back with the other and see if you can touch fingertips. If not, just hold that stretch for a little bit, okay? All right, very good. Feet, hip, no, let's take it out wide, okay? I'm gonna do some open and close. So remember, back stays as straight as possible. Knees go the same direction as your toes, okay? Lower the body down, check your knees, make sure they're going the right direction, not buckling in at all. Cross those arms in front. And we are coming up, breathing in, lowering back down, breathing out. Let's do these slowly. Open up here, stretch the body open. Then relax back down. Breath in. And out. Again, you want to feel this in your quads and your hamstrings and even in your glutes. If you do 81 of them, you certainly will. Start slowly though. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. Very good. All right. I don't know why I'm doing so much leg work with you today. Like I said, I went out this morning and I did a 2-mile walk run, about a mile of each one. So I should be giving my legs a little bit of a break. but we need to work your legs. So all right. So now we'll stand hip width apart. Knees are slightly bent, evenly weighted on both sides, remember. Lifting the sky. Here we go. Press down. Look forward. And up. Stretch. Then relax. So we're breathing in all the way up to the top. Then we stretch and relax as we breathe out. Let's continue. Now let's change the hands in doing that. Palms are up, then they turn to come up. You look up. Same breath work. We're breathing out at this point. So again, palms coming up, breathing in, stretch, Breathe out, relax. Let's do 3 more like that. We're going to bring the palms back to facing up, but we're going to go into separating yin and yang. You'll take your left arm up, or both of them come up, and then your left arm will go up while the right one goes down. Turn your head over to your right. Good. Palms face each other. Come back toward each other, breathing in, breathing out as they cross. You turn your head the opposite direction. And continue. Back and forth very gently. You're pressing up and down at the same time. Last one. Good. Bring the head back to the center. Bring your left arm down. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll it very slowly and gently to one shoulder and then the next. 3 times on each side. Good. Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 more little exercises for the head, the neck, and the upper back area here, right on into the shoulders to help loosen up all these muscles. A lot of people have been telling me, I feel so stiff here in the neck and all that. And I asked them, well, how much of this have you been doing on your phone? Right? And how much sitting in front of your computer have you been doing? Okay? And they grin at me and they say a little more than usual since they're having to stay home more. So this is an exercise to help loosen up all this whole area. I might want to turn sideways to do this exercise to show you because it goes by the name of the turtle, okay? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my chin and then take my head forward as much as possible and then draw it back and then drop my chin again to the chest, right? So I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm just kind of sticking my neck out, if you will, like the turtle coming out of the shell. You do it very slowly. Good. Now keep the chin tucked in. I'll turn the other direction here. What we're going to do is go the opposite direction. Come up and then stick the head out and then tuck the chin back in. Go one more time. Good. So remember that little exercise, the turtle. It's very, very good for your neck. This whole area here gets stretched and opened up a little bit more so you feel more relaxed and everything. Because we're like this a lot of times. We get what they call the tech neck. They've got that term for it now, tech neck. And so, in fact, some people even develop a little bit of a hump right there, back here in the back of the neck. And they say human beings in the future are probably all going to be born with that little hump because it's going to be built into our DNA, if you will. So remember that little exercise right there. Okay? All right, we're going to do some stretching down, stretching of the legs a little bit. So again, let me caution everyone. If you have low blood pressure, you don't want to stay down for very long, or if you can't stay down for very long, that's okay. You come back up, but when you do come back up slowly. You don't want to come back up just standing straight up again, because that's liable to make you just a little bit lightheaded and dizzy. Okay, so use some precautions. Maybe have something nearby that if you need to, when you come back up, you need to sit for a second, that's great, okay? Speaking of something nearby, I hope you have yours nearby, okay? So I'm going to take myself a little drink here before we begin our stretching down. Oh boy, that's good. Always stay hydrated, please, okay? All right, so we're going to begin by just holding the hands here in front of the thighs or the quadriceps here, and keeping the back as flat as possible. We're just going to go down to just about the knees, keep that head pointing out, and then come back up. So we're just loosening that back up just a little bit before we go all the way down. This is called a half forward bend. One more time, half forward bend. Good. Now on this one, you'll take the hands down as far as possible. You will round out the back and allow the head and the neck, which you've just relaxed, to just hang down. Okay? So here we go. As far as possible, let the body just hang down. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. Then gently you're going to turn your body over to your left side. Still stretching down the side of the leg. Then gently and slowly turn your body to the other side, doing the same thing. Back to the center. Walk your feet out a little bit further, as far as is good for you, because we're just going to let the body hang down even more. You can take your hands off the floor, hold your elbows. Remember, relax your head and your neck. You should be looking back through your legs. Good. Hands come back to the floor. Shift your weight over to your right leg. Place your arms or your elbow on that leg. Bring that chest up. Okay, so you're looking straight ahead. If you're able to go down further, you may do so, but otherwise stay in this position here. Good. Gently work your way over to the other side, either in this upright position with the chest up, being supported on your knee, or go down if you're able to. Good. Come back to the center. Walk your feet closer together again. Then either come into this chair position that I'm demonstrating here. Really going to work those quads again, arms out. Or if you're able to and you want to work your hips, go all the way down into a full squat. Feet must be flat on the floor. Very good. Now if you're in the chair position, come down to where you can put your hands flat on the floor or on the ankles. Do another forward bend. And then very slowly stand up. Let your back unwind. Your head and neck should be the last things to come up as you stand straight up. Take your hands behind and then simply arch over those hands, looking up at the ceiling. Do not push your pelvis forward like I'm doing right here. Stand straight up and down. Just getting a nice curve back in the back. Very good. Relax from that. Okay? So anytime you are going to do a forward bend, you want to counter that with a back bend, a bit of a back bend, okay? So a lot of people also been telling me, okay, well, my head and my neck area, upper shoulders have been hurting, so is my lower back, okay? So we're going to do the swimming dragon again today that I taught you a few weeks back, which is very, very good exercise, simple and gentle exercise for you to do. 3 minutes at a time. We're not going to do 3 minutes, but we will take a little bit of time here so you understand it. You're standing here with your legs about shoulder width apart. Knees are always bent. We're standing straight up. Bring your hands in front of you. When you turn to the back, as I'm doing here, this area here should not move at all. So if I just gently move it that way, I'm not working my back anymore. You feel the back disengage. If you bring your hips to where they're pointing forward and just turn at the waist, you feel your back muscles engage. Okay? So here we go. Palms are facing down. I'm going to turn back with my right, so if you want to do it with your left, so we're doing it the same way. I'm just turning back, reach that hand back and bring it forward like I'm swimming. Then I do the same thing with the other arm. Keep those hips very still. I see some of us moving those hips. I have a little bit of a studio audience here today. So the point here is not being able to turn back very far. That's not the point. We reach back only as far as we're able to without turning those hips, because we are engaging our lumbar muscles in the back. So I'm going to do it incorrectly here a few times so that you'll see what it looks like. If I'm moving this way, I just released all my back muscles. Now I'm moving with my hips. So I'm not doing my lower back any good. If I keep them very, very still, oh yes, there it is again. It's like someone's massaging that lower back. We'll finish up here. This arm coming forward. There. Let me pull this chair up. If you have a chair like this, you want to do that exercise where you cannot move your hips. You sit on it, move forward in the chair so you don't hit anything back. Arms are resting here in front. Am I good there? All right. So it's the same thing. Just reaching back. But now my hips cannot move unless I'm going to move completely around in the chair, which we don't want. Yeah, so I have to engage the back muscles doing this. Yeah, do you feel the difference when you really keep those back muscles still, or keep the hips still, I should say? Because now it's only the back muscles that are working, right? So I guarantee if you do that, if you have some lower back issues, and you do that for 3 minutes every day, maybe even a couple of times, 3 times a day, whatever it takes, okay? I guarantee you will begin to alleviate a lot of those back issues. And if you don't, well, you'll get your money back for taking these classes. How about that? Okay, so that's my guarantee. All right, enough fun for the day. I'm having a lot of fun today, I gotta tell you. All right, so let's jump into the Tai Chi form now that the body feels nice and loose, okay? So we're gonna jump into the Tai Chi form. I believe last week I finished facing that opposite direction. I was doing it directly facing the camera, okay? So we're going to continue with that today. And then there will be a point, obviously, where I have to turn my back to the camera, but so many of you told me that's the way you usually follow me here in classes. You're behind me, and so you're used to seeing me from behind, okay? So, but I want you to see what some of the arm movements are, especially in doing these movements here. So I'm going to walk back here just a little bit, put myself into the push mountain position, and then we're going to go into single whip, cloud hands, single whip again, and then pat tall horse, okay? So remember here in this situation, the right leg is in front, the left one is in back. You have about 60% of the weight on the front leg, okay? And the arms are simply pushing out. This is called push mountain. Then I'm going to turn the body into the first single whip, circle the hands around, make that hook hand, step in, step forward and out, single whip. Then cloud hands, or wave hands like clouds. Remember, this is just like wax on and wax off. Next single whip, hook hand, there, okay? About 60% of the weight is in front. Then pat tall horse, kick with right heel, make your T-step, come up, kick, set down, only the heel, palms in front, circle the arms around, then you set the foot flat. Again, about 60% of the weight in the front. Kick with left heel. By the way, that will strike opponent's ears. So we're going to kick again, then go into snake creeps down. You have to step back, okay? Left hand folding the chest, hook hand with the right. Turn the body all the way the other direction and down. That snake creeps down. Step in, come here. Okay? So remember, when you come up for golden rooster stands on one leg, that hand comes up so that you're looking right here. They call this a tiger's mouth. Looking right between the thumb and the index finger. Then we have snake creeps down, golden rooster on the opposite side. Over here, set that foot down, turn, hook hand with the left, right hand is in front of the chest, slide forward, turn, come up. Okay? Once again, looking through that little notch. So, the next ones I think I will turn around and actually face you, okay, so you can see a little bit better. Those you're familiar enough with, hand coming to the back of the body, all right? So, if I was in this position here, I am now going to do Fair Lady work shuttles. I step off to my left, hold that ball, left hand was up, so it's on top. Slide in, step out to the right, rotate that ball halfway, and then push through. Right arm goes up, left one pushes through. We have one more of these to do on the other side. Hold the ball, turn that right foot, step in, step back out to your left, rotate the ball, push through. Then needle at C-bottom, half step back, turn the body straight ahead again. Right hand just comes up and then begins to go down just as far as you're able to. Then fan the back. Right? Okay. So I'm going to turn around one more time for fan the back to finish it up for you. Just fan the back. We're going to just simply turn the body. The hands don't move at this point. They just come across. Now I bring this right hand under and make a fist. Step in. Step out to my right with the toes going out to the right corner. Strike. Turn. A little bit more to the right. Step forward. Punch. Yeah? Left fingers are pointing toward the right arm here. Okay? Then they circle underneath. I come back for another push mountain. Palms are facing up at this point. They turn. Push mountain. Turn again to finish the form. Circle. Step in. Cross those hands. Open. Step back in with the left foot. And you're right back where you started the first opening movement of the form. Okay? So let me go through that one more time, but I'm going to stay facing this direction the entire time that we are doing snake creeps down and fan the back and all those other movements. Okay? Here we go. First single whip. Cloud hands. Second single whip. Pat tall horse. Kick with right heel. Strike opponent's ears. Kick with left heel. Remember to turn that right foot all the way over. Snake creeps down. Here, turn. In, Golden rooster. Snake creeps down on the other side. Jade lady left. Needle at sea bottom. Fan the back. Parry and punch. Here and back. Close the form. So easy, right? Yeah. Like I say, I like to bring dessert with me every time. It's a piece of cake. As I've said, really the main thing in learning the Tai Chi form, any Tai Chi form, is that you begin to grasp the principles which we've gone over so many times. In order to learn better alignment of our bodies and give us greater balance and a little bit more strength, because we need to know where our weight is at any point in time if we're going to hold our balance, okay? And that doesn't just mean that I know that my weight's on my left leg so I can pick my right leg up, but where is it in my foot? If it's too far back, okay, that's what happens. If it's too far forward and I kick my right foot out, that's what happens. You lose your balance. So it's knowing where the weight is in the foot as well, okay? So everything, that's why Tai Chi teaches us about our bodies. We learn about our body from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet, okay? Because if I'm not aligned correctly, even with my head, and my balance is not right in my feet, then I'm trying to do something like this here, and that doesn't look so good. It doesn't even look like Tai Chi, it just looks like I'm getting ready to fall, okay? Which is what might happen, all right? Okay, but if I get my weight proper, and even if I don't know the whole movement of the form, and even if I just kick out right here, I've done all the principles correctly. It doesn't matter that I kick higher up, okay? I've gotten the principles down, the alignment and the balance, okay? And every time that we are balancing on one leg, we're strengthening that leg, okay? So just learn the principles. You don't have to remember all 24 of the movements. If you do not, that's fine, okay? You practice the movements that you do know, and you do them over and over and over again, okay? And get good at them, all right? Maybe from week to week, you add one more movement, right? So little by little, you get it, okay? All right. So let's finish off with a few of the dragons, okay? Now, let's loosen up the spine again from the bottom of the spine right on up to the top, okay? So we're going to begin there. So I've told you the story of the four dragon movements, okay? But how he ends his day is, you know, he's gone through the day and he wants to do one more spinal stretch toward the end of the day, okay? So I'm going to put my left foot out in front. Most of my weight is really on my back leg. I'm just touching my toes down in front with my left, okay? So if you want to do the same side, that would be your right side, okay? And what I'm going to do is do a forward bend, basically, over that leg, okay? So I'm just coming here, stand up slowly, straight up, okay? Get that head going straight up, and then do it again. Now you can put the foot down flat in the front, just don't put a lot of weight on it, okay? You have the toes pointing down. You're putting a little stress or stretch on that calf muscle. which may or may not be a good thing, okay? Good. So now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So my right foot is out now. I'm just touching down a little bit. Make sure that weight's really on that back leg and the knee is bent. Okay? Go down slowly. Stand back up slowly. Again, your head is the last part of you to come up, and it can come straight up. And again. Let's do one more. Good. Okay. So now we're going to begin to work the spine from the lumbar area right on back up into the cervical area. Okay. So let's. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm trying to decide which side you'll see it better on. So yeah, this will work. Okay. So I'm going to stand with my right foot out. Okay, in front. My left is in back. They are both turned out, okay, at this point, all right? My weight is on the back leg. My right arm is in front. Left one is by the side of the body. And as I shift weight forward, I pivot that back foot, so now they're both turned the same direction, okay? And I'm stretching my body open here. So I'm pulling my fingertips, or pushing my fingertips forward, pulling back with this hand here, okay? So you stay in this position for a moment. You'll feel that in that lower back area if you've turned the body enough. And then come back slowly. There. And then let's go again. So opening up all the way across top of the chest. Come back. Again. One more time on this side. Good? Okay. Then I'm going to switch. Get my, let's see, I was ending up there, so I need to get my left foot forward. All right. We'll get it straight. Same thing. Weight's on that back leg. Left arm is in front. I shift weight forward. Now my right fingertips going forward. I'm opening up all along the front of the chest, okay? Pull this hand back to the rib cage, okay? Good, come back. We're breathing in here. We breathe out as we shift weight forward. Again, come back. One more time. Good, come back. All right, so now let's introduce you to the walking. I'm going to step back. You might want to step back from your screen a little bit further back. Let's get one foot in front. I'm going to do my left, so if you want to start off, you might want to do your right. So we're doing the same thing. Whichever leg you have in front, you extend that arm, same arm in front, okay? The other one's by the side of the body. Weights on that back leg, we shift weight forward, stretch there, then step forward, and do the next one. Yeah, just keep going. Don't forget to pivot that back foot and open the body. So you're turning the body, it opens up here. Again. Come on, let's walk like a dragon. This is not walk like an Egyptian, it's walk like a dragon. Okay? One more. Oh, we're just having too much fun today. All right. All right, I think we have time for one more, and this will take us on up to the cervical area, okay? So this comes from Flying Dragon. I'm going to do it for you once, facing you, and then we will do it together. So again, same footwork. So when I shift weight forward, that back foot's going to pivot. As it pivots, I also pivot my body. But I also want to turn my head to look back as far as possible, in this case here, okay? This is one where we use the arms. So the arms are overhead, so this is what it looks like. I come forward here, push those hands back, right? So you see here, I'm looking back over my left shoulder, or as far back as possible. Come back up, shift weight to the back, arms come back up, okay? So the arm movement is this. They come to the side, forward, bring them back, push them back, and then back on top again, okay? So here we go. Let's do a few, see if we can do this here, all right? So remember to look back here. So to work that cervical area, the neck, come back up. Okay, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. One more. Good. Now let's get the other foot in front. Practice a few on this side here. So now I'm turning to my right. So come here and looking back. So at this point, your weight is really on that front leg. You can see I can pick up my back leg and stay balanced for most of the time. Yeah. Then you shift weight back. So let's begin again. Here, weight goes forward. Really shift the weight into that front leg. If you really want to work it hard, you lower the body going down. That'll work your legs. Okay, here we go. There. Shift weight back. Forward again. One more, and then we're going to try this one. Stepping, right? So I'm going to step back here again. This is called flying dragon. That's why you use your arms like they're wings. You're flying. I'm going to get one foot in front. Doesn't matter which one you put in front, okay? Just remember, I have my left leg in front, so I'm going to be turning to my left. If your right leg is in front, you're turning to your right, okay? The arm movement is the same. So here we go. First one. Good, you stand back up. You step forward. Go through the arms again. And again, step forward. Might want to try it once, lowering the body down. Strengthen those legs. How about two more here? Last step. All right, good. You all are doing fantastic, okay? Of course, we're in Scouts Honor. I'm sure you're doing it at home, right? And not just sitting there and laughing at me, drinking something. All right. Good. All right, so we're going to end class, okay? Time to end. We will just take a couple of breaths together just to kind of calm the body back down. That last one, in case you didn't notice, you want to put your hand up to your heart. Get that heart beating a little bit faster. One, we're raising those arms, moving them around. Remember, when we raise the arm, we make the heart work just a little bit more. Also, we're being a little bit more active by turning the body, right? So it's not an aerobic exercise. It's just good to get that heart up and down, okay? So what I want us to do right now is to finish up with just a couple of breath work. Remember, I told you last week, when you breathe in, you engage the sympathetic nervous system part. That's the fight or flight or freeze part. When you breathe out, slows everything down. You engage the parasympathetic. It's what you get when you're in prayer, when you're in meditation, just sitting quietly, okay? So let's take a couple of breaths together. Nice deep breath in. And then slow that breath down as you breathe out. One more. Slow the breath. We're going to take one more on this third one here. As we breathe in, the hands come toward each other. We're going to take that left thumb and put it inside the right palm. Close the left hand over the right. Step in with your feet together. Stand up nice and tall. Let the hands rest just below your navel. We'll end with just a couple of breaths. Lengthen your exhalation just slightly. Good. We will finish with the Tai Chi salute and 3 claps. Thank you all so much. Look forward to being with you again next Wednesday, same time.